with the Star Times upgrade promo. Recharge 1 month on Nova, Basic, or Classic bouquet and get upgraded to the next bouquet to enjoy exciting top shows like Eating Truth.
Even if something happens between you.
For Is a Crowd.
Because I share this apartment.
Celebrity Cook-Off.
Okay, viewers.
Now, by the time we use half of it,
Price of Passion, and more. If you're on the Super Bouquet, recharge for 1 month and get an extra 5 days free. La Liga is back on Star Times. Anticipate, get ready. It's big. This offer starts from June 13th to August 15, 2024. Recharge now and enhance your viewing satisfaction with the Star Times upgrade promo. Terms and conditions applies. Star Times. Entertain your family.
Good evening and welcome to Weekend Green, where we celebrate people, culture, and events on Nta Akure, the dynamic station. Tonight, we bring to you the sights and sounds at the 10th coronation anniversary of the monarch of Osi community, Oba David Okwato. Also on our lineup is the glitz and glamour at the 80th birthday of Madam Omolola Ojulayo, which attracted dignitaries from within and outside the state. The final onward journey of late Madam Juliana Aderemi Eko, who departed the world at the age of 94 years, will come your way this evening. This and more will come your way after the short break. I am Abiola Ario. You're welcome back. President Bola Tinubu has called on protesting youths in the country to suspend any further protest and create room for dialogue. Addressing the protest in a special broadcast to Nigerians, the president says rather than shut out the oxygen of economic recovery that the policies of the administration are already injecting, citizens must look past their fears and embrace hope anew. State House correspondent Adeniyi Taiwo reports.
Pictures, voices, and narratives in the last 4 days have been that of violent agitation and wanton destruction following the wave of protest that swept across many parts of the country.
I speak to you today with a heavy heart and sense of responsibility.
Addressing the protest in a special broadcast, President Bola Tinubu expressed sadness over the development, noting that the involvement and unfortunate death of young Nigerians, as reported in several states, along with destruction of public facilities, have all served to set the nation back.
I commiserate with the families and relations of those who have died in the protest. We must stop further bloodshed. Under the circumstances, I hereby enjoin protesters and the organizers to suspend any further protest and create room for dialogue.
While calling the attention of Nigerians to the poor and unsustainable state of the economy before he took the saddle, President Tinubu again reminded them that the removal of fuel subsidy and few other of his policies, though painful, are necessary to rescue the economy.
Notably, the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and Sokoto-Badagry Highway projects will open up 16 connecting states, creating thousands of jobs and boosting economic output through trade, tourism, and cultural integration.
The youths are the arrowheads of the protest, and in seeking their understanding, the president that they are the intended beneficiaries of some of his initiatives, including the Student Loan Scheme, the Consumer Credit Corporation with a 200 billion naira fund, and Credit Corps, among others, set up to push their dreams. With the 70,000 naira new minimum wage signed into law last week, alongside other ongoing interventions in housing, incentives to farmers, and democratization of resources to the subnationals, the president urges Nigerians to remain hopeful and not give in to despair.
My dear Nigerians, especially our youths, I have heard you loud and clear. I understand the pain and the frustration that drive this protest. And I want to assure you that our government is committed to listening and addressing the concerns of our citizens.
With a strong emphasis on the need for safety and security of all Nigerians, the president charged security operatives to maintain peace, law, and order in the country in adherence to necessary conventions on human rights, to which Nigeria is a signatory. In the State House, Adeniyi Taiwo, NTA News.
The Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, CISLAC, has applauded President Bola Tinubu for his address to the nation, urging protesters to suspend further protest and embrace dialogue. In a statement by the Executive Director of CISLAC, Awal Musa Rafsanjani, the organization acknowledges the President's recognition of the grievances driving this protest and his commitment to listening to and addressing Nigerian citizens' concern. Rafsanjani says President Tinubu emphasized the need for unity and collective efforts in reshaping the nation's future, calling on all Nigerians, irrespective of age, political affiliation, tribe, or religion, to work together for a better Nigeria. CISLAC appreciates President Tinubu's unequivocal stance against ethnic division and threats, underscoring their incompatibility with Nigeria's aspirations. The organization calls on Nigeria's security operatives to heed the president's call for respect for human rights, ensuring that peace, law, and order are maintained in accordance with these principles. This is Weekend Green, where we celebrate people, culture, and events. We shall be back after this short break. Please stay with us. You're welcome back. And to our weekend grill stories, students, parents, and staff of Equa Group of Schools, Akure gathered to mark the end of the 2023-2024 academic session with a valedictory service and prize-giving ceremony. The event, which recognized the achievements and hard work of the students, was a memorable occasion for the entire school community. Olorunwa Ogunkomi was there for Weekend Grill.
Nta Group of Schools, Nta Akure, has concluded another academic year with an end of the year party. The school hall was filled with excitement as students, teachers, and parents gathered for an afternoon of fun, food, festivities, and rewards. The chairman of the occasion, Mr. Temitope Olugbesan, in his opening speech, reminded the outgoing peoples of their growth and roles as ambassadors of Christ, emphasizing that they should fulfill the purposes for which they were created.
In your journey in life, I implore you to embrace the challenges and keep an open mind to new learning experiences. Build on your strengths and work on your weaknesses.
The valedictory message titled Protecting Your God-Given Destiny was delivered by Pastor Adewumi. He urged the peoples to work towards their destiny, highlighting obstacles that hinder destiny and avoid them. He emphasized that the most crucial factor that destroys destiny is living without vision.
Some people are created to become a lawyer. Some people are created to become a teacher. Some people are created to become a governor. And that is why we need to do everything possible so that we can achieve, so that we can fulfill our destinies in life.
The graduating class then took center stage, presenting their own songs with joyous enthusiasm, followed by a special Thanksgiving.
Seeing them graduating is a thing of joy. I only just want to advise them, as they know that moving from the primary school level, now they are going to the secondary level, which is also the ability for them to build their future. So I want to advise them to be more focused.
The ceremony transitioned into a celebratory event filled with student presentation and joyous moments.
I am happy that I have the grace to see today, and I started from crèche and I enjoyed everything about the school.
I am filled with the emotions of sadness, pride, and gratitude.
My experience in primary school has been good, nice.
I feel excited and I feel privileged to be among the parents that the child is graduating to secondary school.
Awards were thereafter presented to the pupils with outstanding achievements. Ekwa Group of Schools' end of the year party was a resounding success, marking a perfect end to a productive school year and kicking off a well-deserved holiday period.
Still on end of academic session, 243 students who have received sound academic and moral training at Oluwarotimi Nursery and Primary School, Akure, have graduated amid pomp and ceremony. Abdulkarim Ahmed attended the valedictory service for Weekend Grey and reports that the school secured 3 out of 4 slots allocated to Ondo State for admission into the Federal Academy Suleja School for the Gifted in the nation's capital, Abuja. The report.
The new graduates celebrated joyfully, marking a significant milestone in their educational journey with splendor. Each graduating class presented performances that delighted everyone present.
I feel so cool, good, and I'm really proud of myself. Since when I attend this school, I really enjoy it. I feel excited and happy. After I leave here, I'll read my books. I'll go out study in the secondary school. I feel so happy and excited. I want to become an engineer.
Parents and invited guests attended the vibrant event, witnessing their children's progression to the next stage of their academic endeavors. They praised the school for its commitment to imparting both educational and moral values.
I'm so happy that I find one of the best schools in the Ondo State, which is a lot of students of my school. So my child is graduating there today as one of the prefects in the school, and also one of the best students in the school. And I see the school as one of the best schools in Akure here.
When your son or your ward is here, you have that assurance that the future is going to be bright. Because when you talk about the education standard, we have 100%. When you talk about our social life, we have 100%. Talking about the religious life, no, I give them 100%. At least the experience is wow.
The chairman of the day, Engineer Michael Olamirike, urged the students to make good use of the values instilled in them by the school.
My advice for them is that they should continue to be a good ambassador of the school. The good values, morals, discipline, diligence that the institution has instilled in them, they should make use of it and make the school proud anywhere they go.
The head teacher, Nta Akure, gave all glory to God for helping them achieve their standards and goals in training the students.
We are trusting God that God will help us to mold them, to shape their lives, and to bring out the best in them, so that they will be the best that God has made them to be. To maximize their potential, God has been helping us.
Cultural displays took center stage, celebrating the unity and diversity of the Nigerian culture. This was followed by a moment of reflection, appreciation, and gratitude by the students to their parents for their unwavering support. The event concluded with a Thanksgiving session to appreciate God for the successful completion of the academic session.
Clocking age 80 at a period when life expectancy is pegged at 56 is worth celebrating. This is the reason why the family of Madam Omolola Ojulayo rolled out drums to celebrate their matriarch in grand style. Ifeoluwa Omoshule was there for Weekend Grill.
The celebration started with a Thanksgiving service at St. Teresa Catholic Church, Akure, as songs of praises and worship filled the air to celebrate God's faithfulness on Madam Omolola Ojulayo, who clocked age 80. Prayers were offered for the matriarch to further ask for God's protection as family members, friends, and other dignitaries who showered encomiums on the matriarch, expressing gratitude to God for the gift of a worthy woman like Mrs. Ojulayo.
She's a good mother. She has very good children. Some of the children are my friends. We live in Baltimore, and I'm happy to be here today.
If I have to come back again to this world, I prefer she be my mom again. So that's the best I can describe her. You know, if you have interest of having someone over and over and over again, that's my mom. Like if there's reincarnation to come back to the world, I would prefer her to be my mother again.
When you think that a lot of people have died before they are 80, to be 80, to be alive, to be healthy, And to see her children to the 5th generation, this is the grace of God. What do I wish her? I wish her the very best. That the rest of her days on earth, she will use it in joy and happiness.
Wonderful, the best mom anybody can ever ask for. She's been through a struggle, up and down, and I thank God for everything and to success. Turning 80 is not a joke. I think every one of us would like to, get to that point in life. But as per motherhood, I would say she's the best.
And she has been a wonderful mother, grandmother, and great grandmother. And I'm rejoicing with her today. We're celebrating her for what she has done for the family of Ojulayo as the matriarch of that family.
Oh, Mama is very nice, very good. Mama is kind. She cares. She cares for family. Yes, Mama is a good woman. She's a good woman.
The celebrant, Madam Omolola Ojulayo, who could not hide her joy, noted that God's mercies brought her this far.
Òun ló lágbára lórí ohun gbogbo. Mo tún dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn fámìlì tán dúró tì mí tí wọ́n wẹ̀ ní báyìí tí mò ń rí wọn. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn. Ọlọ́run á ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́. Ọlọ́run á gbálájò pàdé wọn. Wọn ò ní ṣáájú wọn sí búburú kan ní ṣubú lu ẹnìkan nínú wa.
Guests were later entertained at a colorful reception where a live band took the center stage as guests have enough food to enjoy. The celebrant, who was dressed in her local attire, took to the dance floor to the admiration of all. Madam Omolola Ojulayo was born to the family of late Chief Daniel Adonri of Isikon in 1944.
The ancient town of Osi in Akure North local government area of Ondo State was bustling with excitement as dignitaries and guests joined the indigenes to celebrate the 10th coronation anniversary of their monarch, Oba David Okwato. Again, Ifeoluwa Omoshule was there for Weekend Grill Now reports.
It was a moment to reflect on the tremendous blessings brought by the reign of Oba David Okwato, who was crowned king of ancient town of Osi.
He has liberated the whole town. There are many beautiful houses. He's able to bring in magistrate courts. So 17 headquarters is here. Police station is here. And so many other beautiful things like that the town needed for progress.
It's not only just a king that has reigned for 10 years. He has demonstrated a uniqueness in area of community development, quality leadership. He's been able to be, coordinating and promoting peaceful coexistence among other communities.
I wish him first and foremost long life, because it is only when you're alive you can do exploits. And I wish him more wisdom.
The celebration took a solemn turn with a religious service offering prayers of thanksgiving for the life of the monarch. The grateful monarch expressed his thanks to God for the opportunity to serve his people and promised more developmental projects for the ancient town.
What I'm working towards is to do more than what I've achieved for the past 10 years. So in the next few years, I know if you come back to this place, you will see a lot of changes will come. By God's grace, the daughter or son of Oti, we are seeing what I'm doing. And I can see a lot of them are now seeing that this Oba is not like the olden days Oba. He's trying his best. They have to support. They are coming to my support too now. So a lot of things are going on. By God's grace, by next year, when you come back, you see more.
During the ceremony, 2 new chiefs, Wabani and Mayegun of Osi community, were installed.
I promise to put in all my efforts, my possible best, to work with the entire community, the KBAC, the chiefs, and make sure we move Osi Kingdom forward.
I feel so much happy and excited. All I want to say is I want to thank him. I appreciate him for the good work he has been doing in the community, and we want to join him in order to build the community also.
Various cultural troops showcased the vibrant Yoruba culture, entertaining guests with their performances. A book titled A King with a Vision, the story of Oba Olajide Okunwato, detailing the monarch's life, was also launched at the event. Oba David Okunwato and his wife later took to the dance floor as the live band played melodious songs.
Those saying to live in the hearts of those we leave behind is not to die clearly captures the death and funeral service of late Mrs. Juliana Adiremieko, as family, friends, and community members came out in large numbers to bid their final farewell. Rachel Famolu, who covered the event, which held at St. Paul CAC Okegon in Akure, reports that the deceased died at the age of 94. The reports.
Family, friends, and community members gathered to bid a final farewell to Mrs. Juliana Aderemi, a beloved and devoted member of the church. At the solemn yet uplifting burial service, the church choir's melodies created a serene atmosphere, reflecting the peaceful transition of the departed. The clergyman Oyewale Obiwale delivered a sermon titled The Reason for a Good Name, emphasizing the importance of leaving a positive impact.
You should be able to impact life and influence life, to touch life for good. So because if you do good, it will do certain things, it will maintain your name.
The family of late Mrs. Aderemi later expressed gratitude for a life well lived, honoring her legacy as their matriarch. As the service concluded, family members, friends, and guests moved to a reception where the mood shifted from solemnity to celebration.
She's a very lovely mommy. And not only that she's lovely, she cares about a whole lot of people.
Lived a fulfilled life. She lived a life of emulation. She lived a life of service to everybody around her. She was the kind of person who would give everything. She would give and give and give her time, give her love, give her prayers, give her good heart.
She was very welcoming, very loving. She took good care of me. She took good care of all our family. I remember her as a very strong woman.
She was very charismatic and she was very prayerful. Like no matter if you just went to see her for 2 minutes, you must still pray. You pray for those 2 minutes at least. It's something to be more spiritual and just take my religion more seriously.
The atmosphere became vibrant, filled with music and laughter as people shared memories of Mrs. Aderemi's life. They talked about her resilience, determination, and unconditional love, describing her as a prayer warrior and a remarkable cook.
And that's our package on Weekend Grill this week. Join us next week for another edition. I am Abiola Ariyo. Good evening.